In this video, I'll share my experience of getting my first web development job and what I wish I knew in the beginning. I will point you guys to what I want you to learn, in what order and how much time it will take. So this diagram is what we'll go through in this video. One important thing before we start this video, in case you are already capable of doing the project work mentioned in this video, it does not mean you can get through an interview, because the interviewer will ask sophisticated questions to understand your level of understanding on different JS CSS concepts. Though if you can complete the project, you can skip these first 3 steps. So without any further ado, let's start with the video. Before creating this video, I thought like there are a lot of videos out there that explain the same damn thing. Why don't I just point you guys to one of those videos? So here's what I did. I went through all of these videos and these flow charts, diagrams, whatever, that explain all of the roadmaps for front end, these videos and all of that. But I couldn't find anything that just explains what I want, because what I feel is these things, TypeScript, Yarn, Flows, Bootstrap, Sass, Webpack, Angular, React, these things are not required for getting your first software development job. I mean, I'm not saying these things are not important. What I'm saying is you don't need these things to get your first job in web development. I mean, these are the topics that you can learn while working as a web developer. In my journey, I did not require all of that when I started. In fact, having a in-depth knowledge of HTML, JavaScript, CSS helped me, and that's about it. Again, things may differ company to company, place to place, and even interviewer to interviewer. My experience belongs to getting a web development job in India, and I don't even have a computer science degree. So whatever I have learned actually in my past, I'm sharing with you guys in a sequence that I wish I knew at that time. So let's start with these topics. Firstly, all of these points that you see are actually links. So those will point to the particular lecture that I've mentioned over here. Let's start with the first one. First one is W3 schools. So these 3 in W3 schools will explain you what JavaScript, HTML, CSS is, how you use it, why you use it, where you use it. So those basic questions, why something is there, why HTML is there, why JavaScript is there, these questions, and with a basic understanding of basic concepts that is there in these tutorials. Please do not spend more time than I have allocated to a specific topic. You will not be able to make complete sense of everything you learn the very first time. I mean, that is completely fine. You can come back whenever you want. Let's move on to the next topic, that is debugging. Debugging is most useful thing to learn in any programming language, and very easy and useful specifically in JavaScript, as you have dev tools. Even before creating this video, I thought of creating a video on debugging itself. But then I stumbled upon this video which explains almost everything that I would have thought of explaining. And then let's come back to JavaScript again. So JavaScript, it might seem easy to learn and use in the first go, but it has many weird parts. So this series of 85 lectures talk about that. It's around 11.5 hours of videos. This will explain you all the basic concepts like type, operators, functions, objects, prototypal inheritance, object-oriented JavaScript. This is very useful, very useful. Okay, and then comes understanding the class and inheritance in ES6 and JavaScript. So ES6, as everybody says, classes has been added and all that stuff. So these 3 videos will explain you how the things may differ or how they don't differ in both the versions of JavaScript with respect to inheritance. So now moving ahead, what the heck is event loop? So JavaScript does not have the thing called multi-threading. What it does is through the event. So it is very crucial to understand events, and this video explains it way better than anyone can. And then comes require. So require is something that is being used in all the projects that I have worked on. It holds vital importance in the day-to-day life of a web developer. So you must go through all of these 6 videos. I mean, these videos were not even there when the time I started, but now it's there for your convenience. So you must go through these videos. So after you have gone through all of these 8 points, you can start preparing for your interviews. But no, wait. So I'll change this to 12 and these to 9, 10 and 11. So do this after you have completed first 8 steps. Start practicing CSS HTML. So I have read an answer on Quora that explains how you should be practicing your CSS HTML skills. So you can go through that and spend at least 2 days, 9 hours a day on that, okay? And then move on to creating a crude application using JS, CSS, HTML. So this article over here has done that. So create something similar, or you can aim a little higher, look for other projects online, and you can do those as well. So star patterns are one of the questions that I was usually asked in interviews. So what I mean by star pattern is you should be able to use for loops to draw these patterns. Don't take these patterns lightly. These are very crucial in an interview to judge your knowledge and thinking process while programming. Okay, and after you're done with this, you can go through these topics that I have written down for usually asked topics in an interview. So you can go through this. 99% of cases you'll find questions and answer on these topics online itself. Otherwise, you can comment on this video and let me know if you want me to create a video or answer your questions. And just before ending this video, there are some things that will help you throughout this journey. Those are the Stack Overflow and the comment section of videos. So Stack Overflow, learn how to use it, how to read an answer, how to ask an answer. Then on the comments, I have found awesome answers on the comments that I couldn't even get throughout on the internet. People just ask specific questions and the video maker answers those questions. So use the YouTube comment section properly. That's all for this video, guys. This is me signing out in a hope to see you in the next video. Have a great journey ahead.